Snake species, effective in preventing attack by snakes. Venomous snakes have a venom they can inject to subdue their prey through specialized teeth. These dangerous snakes have become feared globally. There are over 600 species of venomous snake. The number of snake species that have the potential to cause harm to humans is around 200. This is less than 10% of all snakes worldwide. In the United States, 7,000 to 8,000 people are bitten by venomous snakes each year, but only 5 to 6 of these people die. This list of deadliest snakes consists most venomous species. The main purpose of this article is to understand the habits of poisonous snakes and stay away from them to protect yourself. Number 1. 2 venomous snakes found mating in home drain pipe. They were pulled out by a man who grabbed them by the tail. The snakes cause more deaths in Australia than any other snake. 2 eastern brown snakes, Pseudonaja textilis, which are native to Australia and New Guinea, had crawled into a drain pipe at a home in Nambour, Queensland, in Australia and were only halfway into their mating session when snake catchers interrupted their tryst. The interruption threw the male of the pair into a venomous hissy fit, and the deadly snake was close to landing multiple bites on its captor before both snakes were bundled away safely in cloth bags. When we arrived, the snakes had their heads in the pipe, so I was able to sneak up on them. I grabbed them both at the same time, however one slipped out when I tried to pull them out of the pipe. Host and captor of the 2 snakes wrote under the video post. Thankfully in the end, I was able to get them both bagged up with the help of a neighbor. Despite the hair-raising struggle, disturbing the snake's canoodling was absolutely the right call. Eastern brown snakes are the second most venomous snake in the world. These fast-moving, aggressive and irascible reptiles kill more people every year in Australia than any other snake, according to the Australian Museum. The snakes, which are the second most venomous snakes in the world after the inland taipan, can reproduce rapidly in populated areas and easily enter into homes through small gaps and crevices. Number 2. The viper was named Russell after Scottish naturalist Patrick Russell, but his real Hindi name is Lurkman. The Russell's viper, Daboia russelii, is a species of viper snake native to the Indian subcontinent. It is one of the big 4 of venomous snakes in India, which includes the common Krait, Russell's viper, Indian saw-scaled viper, Indian cobra. Its real name is Daboia, which has been adopted as a genus name for 3 other species of vipers, namely the Moorish viper, the Palestine viper, and the eastern Russell viper. Its real, Hindi name translates to the one who lurks. It was named Russell's viper for Patrick Russell, a Scottish naturalist. It has many other regional names in India, and it is also found in the countries of Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Pakistan, Thailand, Tibet, Cambodia, China, Indonesia, and Taiwan. The Indian Russell's viper is particularly deadly, being responsible for half the snakebite-related deaths in India. This is because it is attracted to human settlements, because of its preferred diet of rodents. It is aggressive and one of the most venomous snakes in India. It is found in open grassy habitats and also plains and farmlands. Number 3. Envenomation from Mojave rattlesnake can kill a person within 10 minutes. It is one of the most potent rattlesnake venoms, and together with its aggressiveness and a tendency to chase people, makes them extremely dangerous. When feeling threatened, they would shake their tail to produce a buzzing sound, sending warnings to their intruder before striking for a bite. Envenomation from this snake can kill a person within 10 minutes from respiratory cessation. Luckily, people can acquire treatment with antivenom. Don't be surprised to find diamonds on the backs of the Mojave rattlesnakes. This is also one of the reasons why people often mistake them for the western diamondback rattlesnake. They are active at night and would hide under crevices or bushes when the heat is unbearable. Number 4. Because of stiletto snake's ability to protrude their fangs on either side of the mouth, any person gripped its head, a fall will get the person finger or thumb. Stiletto snakes are unique in that they have large fangs in the front of the mouth that point backwards. As they hunt in the confines of underground tunnels, they can protrude their fangs from the mouth, even when closed, to stab their prey and kill it. And herein lies the problem. Because of their ability to protrude their fangs on either side of the mouth, stiletto snakes cannot be handled safely in any way. If gripped behind the head, as people often do, the snake merely twists its head to the side and a fawn will get a finger or thumb. This is how most victims are bitten, trying to pick up a stiletto snake or when rescuing one from a cat. This snake's venom is potently cytotoxic, causing a great deal of pain, swelling, and blisters. Over the next few days, the blisters may go dark, as will the surrounding tissue, as the destructive cell-destroying venom does what it is intended for. As there is no antivenom, doctors can do very little other than treating pain and ensuring patients stay hydrated. Early surgical intervention is not recommended and often makes things worse. While this is not considered as one of our deadly snakes, many patients suffer from severe local tissue damage and, in some bites, even lose a thumb or fingertip. In addition, stiletto venom also contains seraphotoxins that could affect muscles around the heart, and this has led to fatal bites from other species of stiletto snake north of our borders. So, whatever you do, never attempt to pick up any smallish dark brown to blackish snake that you may encounter at night. Even using braid tongs to capture individuals has resulted in hospitalization. Vibrant stiletto snake is widespread throughout southern Africa, excluding the western and eastern Cape and most of the northern Cape. Number 5. A tiger snake was as fierce as a real tiger. A bit from this reptile has the potential to actually kill human beings. As you can probably guess, the reason they are called tiger snakes is that they have a similar pattern on their skin. Tiger snakes have distinct stripes on their bodies that resemble the stripes of a tiger. At least, that's the case for most of the subspecies in the Notechis genus, as not all species have distinct stripes. A bit from a tiger snake has the potential to actually kill human beings. The first thing that happens is feeling localized pain, followed by numbness. After that, breathing problems occur, which eventually results in paralysis. There's an antivenom available that can easily solve the issue, but the mortality rate of untreated bites is about 40 to 60% according to a study. When provoked, however, the tiger snake won't simply roll over and call it a day. It will defend itself, and this can be seen by it lying flat with its head raised. This is the attack position, which means they are ready for some action if the situation requires it. You will most definitely hear it too from the hissing noises it makes. The beauty of these animals, in particular the patterns on their skin, might tempt some people to keep them in their house as a pet. That's simply not a good idea. These are wild and highly venomous animals that love to roam around for prey. So putting them into a glass box will agitate them and lash out the moment the box is opened. Can you hold a tiger snake as a pet? Most definitely not. Number 6. It is called the 5-step snake, meaning that if you got bitten by a blue krait, Bungarus Candidus, you will die a painful death in 5 steps. The blue krait venom contains powerful neurotoxins that attack the human nervous system, forcing it to shut down. After envenomation, death may occur within 12 to 24 hours. If left untreated, the mortality rate is about 60 to 70% in humans. But even with antivenom treatment, 50% of the bites from the blue krait prove to be fatal. Bite victims usually die from respiration failure, due to the paralysis of crucial muscles and nerves necessary for this function, like the diaphragm. When they bite, very little or even no pain is usually felt at the bite location. This makes them extremely dangerous to people living in remote and small villages, which usually lay down on the floor to sleep and may get bitten while sleeping. The blue krait venom 4-LD50 value in mice is 0. 1 mg per kilogram, making it more toxic than that of monocled cobra, Notechis, and 15 times more toxic than that of the common cobra. In Vietnam, American soldiers used to call them the 5-step snake, meaning that if you got bitten by a krait you would take 5 steps and then die.